Hey, welcome back. My name's Ray. You're watching Van Mond FM. Let's see how we're getting on in Villarreal. Okay, so here we are. We're at the end of October, the 30th, 2022. Currently sitting in second place, 1 point behind Real Madrid. Let's just open that league table up a little bit more. So you can see Tenerife, Betis and Legans are in the bottom three, and then sort of top 4-5 is Real Madrid, Villarreal, Atletico, Elche having a cracking season, and Espanyol. Barcelona down in 8th, played 15, won 6, drawn 3, lost 6. Let's have a quick look at our schedule. So as you can see, battered teams throughout pre-season, but we're playing against crap sides, to be honest. Then we opened up La Liga campaign with a 3-2 win away at Sociedad. We lost 1-0 the following game to Atletico at home, and then we went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game win streak in La Liga, and also we won our opening 3 games in the Champions League. So we beat Getafe 4-0, Osasuna 3-1, Valencia 1-0, Elche 1-0, spanked Dortmund 5-2, Vallecano 6-0, Standard Liège 5-1 in the Champions League. We spanked Barcelona 4-1, and then we had a nice 2-0 victory against Sporting. We then got beat by Athletic Bilbao 3-0 away. Didn't see that coming. Absolutely pulled our pants down. A bit like Boise and the Chickens. Then we went on and beat Betis 3-0, Legans 10-0, Celta 1-0, Alaves 5-1, and then a 2-0 victory at home to Sporting in Champions League. 3-0 victory at Tenerife. Then an 8-0 resounding victory in the Champions League against Standard Liège at home. And then a 2-0 victory against Granada in La Liga. And we've got Dortmund coming up in a couple of days. Let's have a quick look at the transfers, just to give you an update on where we're at. So these are the players that we brought in. Calvin Phillips, Lorenzo Luca. We brought Garnacho in on loan just to sort of sit in the reserves, keep an eye on him. Brought in Finley Pollock and Gavrik. Also Tonali. Brought in a backup goalkeeper, Extabaria. Claudio Gomez to sit in the reserves just to give us extra numbers. Again, the same for Leighton Stewart, sit in the reserves. And then we brought in a couple of players on deadline day, just again to bolster our numbers. So we brought in Witzel on a free, James Chester just to sit in the reserves. I ain't going to say his name, but Salah sit in the reserves. Swiderski reserves, Marcelo first team, but just sort of backup. And then the young English goalkeeper Charlie Setford from Ajax, again just sitting in the reserve, see how he gets on. And then we got rid of or loaned out quite a lot of players. I'm not going to go through all of those, to be honest with you. And then there's our squad currently for this season. So we've got 2 choices in goal. We got David Raya and Robert Sanchez, we brought in from the Premier League, Brentford and Brighton respectively. Centre back pairing is Torres and Demiral. Really like Demiral, to be fair. got key attributes and key areas. Only 24, good player. So we've been playing left back, Cucurella starting and Pedraza as backup, and then Marcello third. And then on the right hand side we have got, who's been playing right back? So we've got Danilo in there. Mandy's been covering it right back as well, and Wan Foyth's been our first choice right back. And then in the number sort of 6 DM, first choice has been Calvin Phillips. Love that lad. Our box-to-box midfielder has been Manu Trigueros. That guy's an outstanding player, really is. We've got Caicedo as a backup to him, and then Tonali in the CM attack with Pareo backup. And then on the flanks, we've got Pino. Again, outstanding season so far. 11 games, 8 goals, 5 assists. As you can see through training, he's literally just going through the roof. He's class. We also got Pavon, Zaracho, Danjuma. Again, outstanding down that right. Brought in this young guy called Rooney Bargi. 16. Can you believe that? 16-year-old. Look at his stats. He's going to be a great player. And then up top, we've got Moreno leading the line. And then he's backed up by Lorenzo Luca and Paco Alsassa. So that's pretty much the season so far, summed up in a nutshell. So it's going to be a quick video. That's where we're at. Like I said, we've got Dortmund next, but the whole point of the video is we're going to be doing the dirty, I think. So just to let you know, I had a quick go on the mystery box shirt thing. I put on there because it says, you know, what clubs don't you want, and I put on there I don't want anything to do with Liverpool. That includes Everton, that includes Tranmere. Just don't want nothing to do with Liverpool at all. Hoping for a South American sort of type shirt, preferably staying away from Europe, but unfortunately they sent me through a European team shirt and you couldn't make it up. It is that of Valencia, Villarreal's rivals. So I've got the Valencia shirt now. But then, like I've said, you couldn't make it up. Pushed the space bar on Football Manager, and then the next day we got an interview at a fairly big club. Didn't think much of it. A couple of weeks passed, and now all of a sudden in my inbox, Barcelona have offered you a 3-year contract, 100 grand a week to take the managerial job at the Camp Nou, believing you to be the ideal person to replace ex-manager Marcelo Gallardo. So I think they're on 3 or 4 managers since we started this save, and like I said, Gallardo's the last one, the latest one to go. So I got a decision to make. They want us to play attacking football, possession football, entertaining football, develop the youth system, and also play a high tempo pressing football. A 5-year plan, work within the wage budget, 4-year contracts for first team players, maintain the best youth system in the country. End of the current campaign, they want us to try and reach the quarterfinals of the Champions League, challenge for La Liga. I think we're 8th looking at that. Reach the final of the Copa del Rey minimum, and they're not interested in the Supercopa or Supercopa, whatever you want to call it. And they want us to work towards becoming the most reputable team in Europe. Okay, the season after that, win La Liga, become the most reputable team in Spain and in the world, grow the club's reputation, and again continues to be one of the best teams in Europe. And again for the following season, win the league and continue our growth. Season after that, again the same, and so on. So let's have a quick look at the club we could potentially be joining. Barcelona. So there's their first team. Neto, Ter Stegen, Piqué, Garcia, Araujo, Umtiti, Roberto, Dest, Alba, Balde, Busquets, Pjanic, Kessie, Nico, Gavi, Coutinho, Pedri, Dembele, Torres, Trincao, Depay, Aubameyang, Griezmann, Fati and Manage. So just quickly looking at this side, so like I said, they're currently sitting in 8th. Not doing well. Looking at the first team squad, they've obviously got a couple of talented youth players in there, most notably Gavi. Nico's half decent, Pedri's very good, Torres, Fati. But one thing I am concerned about is looking at these players 30 plus. So they got Neto, Ter Stegen, Piqué, Roberto, Alba, Busquets, Pjanic, Coutinho, Aubameyang, Griezmann. So they've got quite more than a couple. They've got quite a few older heads. I think one of the main first things will be shipping some of these guys out, looking at bringing in young players, whether that's through La Masia or we buy players to bring in. The one thing I will be concerned about is contracts. So you can see straight away, when we mentioned Neto, backup goalkeeper on 69,000, Ter Stegen 140, Piqué 105, Umtiti 88, Roberto 115, Alba 185, Busquets 140, Pjanic 105, Coutinho 375,000. Fucking hell. Dembele again's another one. I know he's not on the old list, but he's got good stats and stuff, but I think he's shit, to be honest with you. And he's getting paid just under 300 grand a week, so I'm going to be looking at trying to fire him off. Depay again 155, Aubameyang 51, 350 for Griezmann. Even the little chavvy Fati, he's on 130. So we've got our work cut out, really, if we accept the job of moving on the older heads, looking at cutting down seriously high wage budget. But we'll go through that on the next video. So that's the position that we're in. What do we do? Do we accept Barcelona's 3-year offer, or do we respectfully decline and walk away and continue with the Villarreal save? I think after last year's success, winning La Liga in our first season with Villarreal, and also winning the Super Cup against Chelsea, it's not significantly improved, but we have improved what they've got in the trophy cabinet. So they got this trophy, like I mentioned previously, doesn't even exist anymore, in 1970, and that was literally the only thing that Villarreal's ever won. Then they won the Europa League against Manchester United, and then we took over, and in our first season we brought Villarreal their very first and only La Liga title, and we also went on and won the Super Cup against Chelsea, like I just mentioned. So, decision to make. Let's see what we do on the next video, eh? Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click the like, click that little bell thing, it rings and goes ding ding ding. Click the subscribe and share the hell out of it. Thank you, take care, and I'll see you on the next video. See where we're at.